please welcome on stage our most senior performer, Mr. Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. When I was a student, I was a member of the Middlesbrough Circle of Magicians. And one of those days they put on a magic show. And one of its members, Joe Murphy, performed something which I rather liked. In fact, I liked it very much. A few weeks later, I was round at Joe's house and was talking to him, and I mentioned this. And he said, "Oh, that thing." "Yes," he said. "I was fiddling about with it. I came across it and fiddling about with it on the kitchen table, and I thought, well, it might have a use for magic. It hasn't got much of a beginning. Hasn't got much of an end, and its middle is rather peculiar. Don't know what to do with it." And my wife looked over my shoulder, he said, and she said, "What you need is a poem." And Audrey just sat down and dashed off this poem. And it elevated this little rather peculiar puzzle into a rather entertaining thing. "Mark," he said, "you've got something you do for children with cats and mice, and you teach them how to sing Three Blind Mice with actions." He says, "Well, do you a swap. You show me all that and I'll show you this." So he showed it to me. And years later, when I came to Middlesbrough, I showed it to these lads in the circle, and they liked it, so they've asked me to perform it for you tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, Joe and Audrey Murphy's magnificent work. It goes something like this. "There was once a little whatnot from the land of great renown, where a man called Willie Got-a-Lot, who came from Dorman's town, decided to unravel this little whatnot thing, but found it drove him crazy when he pulled upon the string. He pulled the green and it moved the black. He pulled the red and the green came back. So he tried again and pulled the yellow. It drove him mad, the poor old fellow. He pulled the black, the red, and he pulled the black, and he tried again and pulled the green. The queerest thing he'd ever seen. At last he cried, "I've solved the riddle! They must be joined up in the middle." But his joy was soon cut short. It didn't work the way he thought, because he came to utter ruin. He pulled once more, and that drew to him. Poor Willie then began to curse. That didn't help, just made things worse. So going down on bended knee, he pulled once more, and that drew 3. In desperation cried, "This stupid thing, I cannot find the propping string. If green goes here, and it comes out there, it proves that these two are a pair." So once again he pulled the yellow. Then let out a furious bellow. Says, "I'm going mad with these 4 balls. They drive me up the blinking walls." Poor Willie doesn't feel too well, but he's still trying in padded cell.
Right, so ladies and gentlemen, when I said to you earlier on, it happened at the 21st, he was here. They had a great picture of you, didn't they, Matt?
I think so.
Yeah. All you can see is just that. And who else was on the stage at that time? Paul Daniels was there as well, ladies and gentlemen. So he's performing with some of the best of them.
Yes.
Do me a massive favour, because we've spent some time rehearsing this, and we've spent some time together. Do me a massive favour, please give him a massive